Namaskar, Aniket Chakravarty ji. Welcome to IICA app. I am Reshma from IICA, and I am delighted to get to know you. And you are known to be a very well-known performing artist in Sarod. You are an ICCR empaneled artist. You are a graded artist of the All India Radio and the Doordarshan Television. And in this interview, we want to know about your musical journey, your inspirations, and the struggles and your success stories, a little bit of whatever you can share. So, yeah, please welcome to the show.
Namaskar, Resma. First of all, I would like to thank you for this beautiful session and inviting me for this interview. And I would like to convey to the entire team of IICA apps, you are doing such a beautiful job, and this is you are doing for the promotional of Indian classical music and also the musicians. So really, I appreciate your initiative.
Thank you.
So
Thank
thank
you
you
so much.
once again for calling me. Yeah.
Thank you. And this means a lot to us. Yes, reaching out to you. We are reaching out to artists to onboard on the professional platform. We'll talk about that a little later. Let's talk about you. So, I have my first question is so, when we think of the greatest of great gurus and musicians of India, we think of musicians like Pandit V. Balsara and Pandit Buddhadev Das Gupta. And I know that you got a chance to attend their workshops, and I'm excited to know
Yes.
about those experiences in brief that you had. Firstly, tell us, how did you discover those opportunities when they were offering those workshops? How did you come to know?
Yeah, actually, this was happened because of my father. I'm telling you the story very short.
Yes, please.
That my father was former deputy director of Information and Cultural Affairs Department of West Bengal. So our government has a process of conducting workshop to in Kolkata and also in the district areas, and this is
Okay.
happening nowadays also, like
Hmm.
Durgapur, Siliguri, Asansol. So like that, there was an opportunity to attend the workshop of V. Balsaraji. So by the way, my father was in charge of all these things that time.
Okay.
It was many years ago, I'm telling
Hmm.
you. So he was in charge, and when the opportunity came that V. Balsaraji will come and take the workshop, so my father asked my guru to give the permit to take the permission that I am able to attend the interview or not, because that time I was too little and just started learning Sarod, or maybe 2, 3, 4 years like this. So my guru gave the permission, and I attended the interview. And that interview was such a wonderful personality. He was such a humble personality, such a gentleman, and a very soft personality. I think I never seen before at that time like him. So that's how I got the opportunity to attend the interview. The workshop. Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. And what about the workshops of Buddhadev Das Gupta ji?
This is the same process. I got opportunity after that. Pandit Buddhadev Dasgupta ji, I called him Buddha ji too. He loved me very much. So the
Hmm.
thing is, I can share you some beautiful story about that.
Yes,
Like,
please.
yeah, what I have learned from this workshop is very important. I can say milestone for my musical life, because first come to Vival Saraji.
Hmm.
So I learned a lot. Like, it was a 2 days workshop,
Hmm.
and cut it to the short. The main thing which I have learned from him, that suppose I'm giving you an example. Suppose I
Hmm.
tell you you also learn classical music, so you can easily understand. Suppose I give you the ascending and descending for any raga,
Hmm.
like saga ma pa ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So, and I tell you that you elaborate this with the restrictions of the raga, with the grammar of the raga, the
With
structure
the
of the raga.
chalan.
You just yeah, you elaborate the notes as per the guideline. Okay, so how to think about that? So nisa
Hmm.
ga ma pa nisa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So nisa ga ma ga re sa. Like the way you enhance your visibility towards the raga, right? So this technique I learned from him. Later I learned from my guru also, but that
Hmm.
time it was the remarkable point that I got noticed that yeah, this is the technique which I can elaborate my musical ability or the visibility towards the raga. And also another important thing is, suppose I am now telling you, this is the Bhim Palasi I just told you, Sagama Panisa Sa Ni Dha Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. And now if I tell you Sagama Panisa and remove the Re and Dha at the descending, Sa Ni Pa Ma Ga Sa, just remove it from yourself. And then you look, is there any raga with this combination? You search for this. If you search, you can find, yes, there is another raga called Dhani. So now, when you are acquainted with Rag Bhimpalasi and Dhani, I'm just giving you an example. So now you should be more aware that when you are playing Dhani, it should not sound like Bhimpalasi, right? And when you are playing or singing Bhimpalasi, it should not sound like Dhani. So we have to maintain these restrictions while performing our raga music. So these things, very important things, I got noticed at that time from his workshop. Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
these important
Why?
factors I got to know.
Yeah, this is brilliant. Yes. So why I asked you about how did you discover is in today's digital age now everything is available on social media and we get to know very easily. So the sincere students of it is more easy for sincere students of music to approach students, I mean gurus. In fact, the phone are available easily. And so about yeah, that's why I asked how did you discover those opportunities. So yeah, about Pandit Buddhadev Das Gupta ji, how did you come to know about his workshops those days?
This is the same procedure because, as I told you before, government
Mm-hmm.
has the process. They government conduct workshops, and the
Mm-hmm.
workshops was taken by legendary artists, Pandit like
Yeah.
Buddhadev Dasgupta ji, Ashish
Right.
Khan ji. I also attend the
Yes.
workshop of Ustad Ashish Khan ji. Yes,
Right.
later.
Mm-hmm.
So, likewise, I got the opportunity, and the
Great.
opportunity came
Great.
from my father because my father was placed there, so he got to know
Yes.
that these things going to happen. So I got informed, and I took permission from my guru and went to the workshop.
Perfect. Perfect.
This
Why
is the
I
way
ask?
I got opportunity. Yeah,
Yeah, true, true. I think in today's generations also, like sincere students should look out for such opportunities because these are rare to come by. Yeah,
no,
perfect. We will
no,
move on to the.
rare, not rare actually, because
Hmm.
in today nowadays also it is going on. You know,
Okay.
Rajya Sangeet Academy, the West Bengal
Yes.
State Music Academy, they
Mm-hmm.
have the process of conducting workshops today as well
Okay. Yeah.
with the current the pandits, legendary musicians we have
Mm-hmm.
right now. So they are
Okay.
conducting the workshop, yeah, by them.
Great, great to know. Great to know. I would like to maybe cover some of those workshops now that I am in Kolkata these days. Okay, okay, great. So now, coming to your performances and your style of performing, we as the listeners of your Sarod music, we are aware that your renditions are characterized by a unique blend of Sarod sitar and vocal styles of Hindustani music. Please tell us how do you blend these three elements and in your classical performances?
This is basically from my talim. First of all, I say that these renditions, the the different flavors come together
Mm.
in the performance while performing. Basically, I learned from my talim, from my guru. But
Mhm.
not only that, after that, my guru has already told me to think about it like the way. Suppose uh, in very childhood, I listened an interview of Ustad Ali Akbar Khan Sahab. He told
Mm.
in the interview that uh, you always try to imitate the emotions of, like, every instrument has different features, different techniques, and different emotions, right? So
Yeah.
try to imitate that emotions into your subject, your instrument. Like
Mm.
when I'm listening to flute or sehenai or sitar or also vocal music,
Mm.
try to incorporate that emotion, that flavor into your instrument. That is sarod. Suppose if you listen to sitar, this
Mm.
is very technical. Still, I'm telling
Please
you,
tell. Yes, yes.
yeah. They the style of playing. Suppose I say da di da 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 da. So this technique, the da di da da we play in sarod sitar. So this technique can be played both sitar and sarod. But in sitar, if you notice, you can find that they move the notes in one string. Da, di, da, da, da,
Okay,
da,
yes.
da, 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 di, da, 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 right. So if I do this in my sarod, you have to change the string, right?
Right.
The structure of sarod is likewise, you have to change the
Hmm.
string.
Hmm.
And now, if you do not change the string and try to same notes in one string,
Hmm.
that can be the string of Madhyam, F, or the Sharaj, C, anyway, as per the notes progression. So
Mm-hmm.
the technique would be different and the sound will be different. The tonal quality would be different. It will create a sound that will feel more smooth to your ears, more
Hmm.
soothing to your ears. I
Hmm.
think I can relate relate you with you.
Yes, I
But I'm
understand.
trying to,
Yes. True,
yeah, yeah.
true.
So this technique basically the sitar player uses those technique. In
Hmm.
earlier days, sarod it is a continuous revolution process, you know. So
Hmm.
many techniques has incorporated, and today you are listening to sarod sitar, actually the research of many days,
Hmm.
whatever we are playing right now. So these techniques, like this, you know the Gaiki style of vocal.
Hmm. Hmm.
So my guru always told me from childhood that you listen to vocal, sitar, and other musics, other greatest musicians also.
Hmm.
So by listening throughout the years,
Hmm.
probably it has been developed within me that
Hmm.
how I can transform it,
Hmm.
the Baj of Sehnai, the Baj
Yes.
of Santur, the Baj of vocal Gaiki style,
Hmm.
how can it can be incorporated with the Tantrikari style into my instrument.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this became this actually was since from my childhood. I tried to incorporate and listening all these things. So
Hmm.
it become likewise.
Perfect. And thank you
And
for
this is
elaborating.
also a continuous process. I must say this is not a never ending process. This
Yeah.
is a never ending process and continuous process. I'm trying this also nowadays currently.
True, true. In fact, thanks to you for elaborating these technical details. Because what happens is we listen to, I mean, as lay listeners, I am not a performing artist. I attend a lot of concerts. We listen to various artists in concerts and auditoriums, and it sounds good, but we are not aware of how they are performing. So these little technical details that you shared in this interview
Many
will go a
many
long way.
things. I just gave you one example like
One
vocal
example.
music. If yeah, if you listen to vocal music, you
Hmm.
can find the sargam, sapat, tan they generally used to sing
Hmm.
is bit different than the instrumentalists. We
Hmm.
instrumentalists, when do the sapat tans, the
Hmm.
technique or note progression is bit different
Hmm.
than the vocalists, vocal music. So if you
Yeah.
listen very um, keenly and very what I say with very deep focus, you can find the progression is different. And then if you try to incorporate those challenges into your music sounds different than the
True,
conventional,
true, true, true.
right?
And since you
So this is
mentioned,
the process. This is the process.
okay, okay, yes, since you mentioned flute and other instruments, I want to mention one of the young generation's flute artists like you, Ashwin Srinivasan. He is a very popular
Mm.
flute artist, but he has also taken proper talim in vocals as well. So he blends, and he also talks about these things. I have listened to some of his YouTube videos, how he incorporates the styles of Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia ji with R.D. Burman's vocal music. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing the details. Yes. So now my question is a short one. One second. Yes, about your musical learning journey. It started with learning vocals music, right? And then followed by Sarod's
Yes.
training at the age of 11. I am very excited to know. So these days, of course, in my little information, it takes a lot of time for any student to learn instrumental music because first you have to learn the sur and the tal and then the instrumental skills. So we want to know how did you make it to the national TV at 13 years of age as your first performance there.
Actually, it was happened all of a sudden. I am telling the story.
Yes.
Yeah, first of all, actually my family is very musical. Though
Hmm.
my parents are not professional musician, but my mother learned the vocal music a lot in her
Hmm.
childhood, and actually I started learning singing from her
Okay.
at
Yes.
first at a very early age.
Hmm.
Then at that time I was actually I born on Jhargram, you know, probably. So that
Yes.
time I was in Jhargram. When I moved into the Kolkata, then I started learning sarod at the age of 11.
Hmm.
And sarod, that is also because of my father, because my I did not know what is the sarod is actually look like that
Yeah.
time.
Obviously.
At the age of 10, I know that actually the the child the students live here in Kolkata. They actually know nowadays what is
Hmm.
sarod, what is setar. That time it was not so many
Hmm.
informative at that time.
Hmm.
So anyway,
Hmm.
so my father brought me a sarod. Probably he wanted me to learn this instrument.
Hmm.
So he brought me and I started. So then that time I just maybe 2.5 years
Hmm.
I just started learning, and
Hmm.
that time I was in class probably probably 7 or 8.
Hmm. Hmm.
That time in our school has conducted a workshop
Hmm.
by Nandikar. You know Rudra Prasad Sengupta ji?
Yes. Nandikar is
Nandikar,
a
yes.
famous theater group.
Uh, right.
Okay.
So our school conducted a drama, a workshop basically,
Hmm.
and the workshop was done by Nandika Rudra Sengupta ji along with his few students, and one of his students you probably know, very good actor today, Dev Shankar Haldar. We called him Debuda, right? So that time they conducted the workshop, and by the way, I apart from music, I did drama, recitation, all of these things at my
Fantastic.
childhood.
In school.
Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So that time I also was selected and that group. So one day, when Rudra Prasad Sengupta ji came into our school to see what is going on, how the rehearsal was going on. So my teacher, who was in charge of that, he
Hmm.
told him that there's a boy, Aniket, he can also play instrument sarod.
Okay.
So
Yes.
naturally he called me and he asked
Hmm.
me, "Tumi ki bajao, what you play?" So I told him I play sarod. I am learning from him like this. So he asked me to bring my instrument next day, right?
Hmm.
So
Okay.
next day I brought my instrument and played in front of him. He was very happy and appreciated me, blessed me. So and he told me that never ever you give up your learning your
Hmm.
instrument. This is a very good friend of you, like this. He blessed me so much,
Hmm.
and that was the twisting point because after that he told his students who are basically conducting the workshop
Hmm.
that there was a drama, big drama, which was supposed to be telecasted in Doordarshan TV, right?
Okay.
And he told them that time that please make a scene, make a part within the drama so
Hmm.
that this boy can play a few
Yeah.
seconds, a few minutes within the drama with that instrument, right? They to incorporate such scene within it.
Yes.
So likewise, they did that. So cut to the next scene when the drama was being recorded in the Doordarshan. So
Hmm.
I went there with my all the students, friends, and other classes, seniors also there. So
Hmm.
the recording was going on, and someone in the Doordarshan in the golf green at the golf green, he noticed that a school group came here and their drama is being recorded and someone is playing sarod there. So that from that point, after the recording, he contacted to the Rudra Sengupta ji. He was there,
Okay.
and I got the opportunity from there for the another day of recording. In our childhood, there is a program called Chuti Chuti in the
Yes.
national
Chuti
TV.
chuti chuti. Yes.
Only you
It
can
was
remember.
very popular.
Right.
Yes.
It was happening in the summer vacation that time, I think.
Hmm.
It was happening, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, that is the thing. So he called me and he gave me the opportunity to play a very few 5 minutes, 7 minutes part
Hmm.
in the chutti chutti. So by the way, from that I also got an opportunity for another drama for chutti chutti.
Hmm.
So
Perfect.
the date was scheduled then,
Hmm.
and it was recorded in the Safari Park, some places near South Kolkata, in a
Okay.
Lake Kalibari Safari Park. So my performance recording was also done, and my drama recording also done. The hectic day was that was a hectic day, full
Hmm.
day. So now this happened
Wow.
all of a sudden.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing this whole incident. And I think this is the point I want to highlight the contribution of our school teachers. They are the most
Of course. That is
selfless
the
people.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so these music teachers in our school, even I had a huge influence of them, both the music teacher and all other teachers who groomed me. I mean, my parents only saw me in the evening, but the whole full day, these school teachers are like a second. Because of them, you
Yes,
got
yes, yes.
such a
Of course.
beautiful chance and
School
got
is
the
like our second home. Yeah, yeah. Definitely,
true.
sure.
And I like this
Yeah.
culture. That's what I think. Whichever schools these days they are doing it, organizing theater workshops and all these by these famous and talented legends. Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful. This was great. Yeah, Chutti Chutti was very famous. You performed in Chutti Chutti.
Mm,
Darun Darun. So do you have a recording?
very little short.
But still,
No, I don't have the recording. This is the property of
TV,
Doordarshan. Probably they
Doordarshan.
have in the archive. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Wonderful. Okay. We'll move on to my next question. It is a bit longer. So, yeah, as I mentioned in your introduction, you are an ICCR empaneled artist and a graded artist of the All India Radio and the Doordarshan, the
Mm.
national TV program of India. We know that there is a rigorous selection process in all of these examinations to get these opportunities. But what does it really mean to you as a professional artist, as a professional sarod player? Do you consider these as significant milestones in your professional sarod playing journey?
See, these are basically the recognitions. And
Yes,
if you are doing
true.
anything in
Hmm.
every field, if you are doing music or anything else, uh, you do it from your core of your heart. And if somebody recognize you, now
Hmm.
then you got motivated, right? You get motivated, and the productivity of your work will increase, right?
Hmm.
So from my perspective, from my point of view, I see all these things, the gradation of all India Radio, ICCR,
Hmm.
blah blah blah. These all are very important
Yes.
at extent that they are the recognitions, and
Hmm.
recognition make any students motivated and boost up his ability towards
True.
better, right? To make the
Hmm.
better version of yourself.
True.
So these are really very interesting thing and very good thing. This is
Yes.
required.
Yes.
But also I can say learning music has no dependency on recognition.
Hmm.
If you are not being recognized for any institution or any musical personality or anyone else, that's also your learning process will not hamper. You can
Hmm.
learn, you can rectify yourself, and you can move towards the better music day by
Hmm.
day.
Hmm.
This has no dependency on the recognition, but recognition is to some extent required, or it's a added advantage
Hmm.
that yeah, somebody is recognizing me, so I have the responsibility to play more better tomorrow. So this will boost
True.
up your energy. So that's perfect perspective, it is required. But if you really
Absolutely.
love the music, learn the music a lot, then you don't bother for any recognition. Actually, it will come automatically.
True, true. I agree. In fact, these are not just any recognition, these are very credible, awards by very, learned panel of judges who listen to your music and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they decide. Yeah, these are prestigious awards, I think.
Some steps are there.
Hmm.
Selection panels are there. Step by step, someone got selected.
True, true. I think this also prepares the mindset of any student of music to, yeah, improve, like you are saying, to do better with to qualify those exams. Yeah, that really helps
See,
builds
I
a
must
good
say one.
mindset.
Yeah, yeah. See, I must say one thing here.
Hmm.
See, music is not for competition, right?
True.
Music is for if you really like to compete, then compete yourself.
Hmm.
such that tomorrow you can get the better version of yourself.
True.
So that's why I just told you that recognition will help you to increase your
Hmm.
ability, definitely. But
Hmm.
don't come. It's not for it's not a battlefield, right? So
Hmm.
you don't have to fight. You fight yourself and make your music better, better, better. And this
Yeah.
recognition, I think, it will come automatically into your path.
Yes. Yeah, it may not be competition. Yeah, like in sports there are scoring happens, in music there is no such scoring, but I think the competition, like, it prepares, it strengthens your mindset, and that's important as a
Right,
human
right.
development. It's not just about
Yeah, yeah.
music, but as a as a child, it is a good way
Of
to
course, of course,
train the mind
of course.
that you are doing better. That I think believe.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
of course. Doing music,
Mm.
you can purify your soul, right? Your
Yes, yes.
inner soul, right? Right.
Yeah, because unless, I mean, what I'm saying is, if these competitions were not there at all, and if everybody would say, "Ki I am learning, everybody is learning," then uh, I think these competitions give you those feeling that you have to improve. You have to improve because there is a
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
milestone you have to reach here.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that. Yeah. It will
Yes.
boost your energy.
Yeah, boost the energy, absolutely. Yeah, and the small follow-up questions is, I am aware, I'm asking because I have been talking to speak make organizers, and they have a very
Okay.
specific criteria. They ask if somebody is an all India radio graded artist or not, then they
Right, right,
contact those
right.
artists to perform. So now that is why I am asking you, so do these awards and certificates help you get other concerts as well with
Yeah,
prestigious
definitely,
platforms?
definitely. Definitely. Just you just said before, there are certain programs or concerts or some places where you
Hmm.
have some criterias. But suppose you have to be ICCRM panel, or you have to be
Hmm.
graded artist of ordinary radio.
Hmm.
So those sections, for those sections to be available for those sections, you have to acquire these acknowledgements or
Right,
degrees or
right,
rewards. Yeah,
right.
in my career I also got help. Like when I got national scholarship, I got a chance
Hmm.
of performing Pratibha Utsav in Kolkata.
Okay, okay.
It was happening in EZCC, Eastern Zonal Cultural Center in Salt
Hmm.
Lake. I
Hmm.
got that opportunity. Without the national scholarship, I did not get that, right?
Okay. Wow.
And if you are a graded artist of All India Radio, you will get call from All India Radio for
Hmm.
certain period for not very frequently, but
Hmm.
they call after they have some calculations. Then they call
Hmm.
them for a recording, and it will play to the All India Radio. It will be
Wow.
it broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is what I'm
it
saying.
gets
In fact, that is
broadcasted.
something I'm very interested. In fact, my IICA platform is a professional platform. That's why I'm asking these questions. So these the invitations that you get, these awards and opportunities, it definitely open up opportunities for you and helps you distribute your music to a large audience who are listening to it.
Of course that
Yeah.
when your playing is being broadcasted to the all India radio,
Hmm.
you just think many people are listening to you.
Yeah.
Who knows you? They are listening also. Who knows you? Who don't know you till now? They also listening
That's
your
what.
music.
Yeah. And
So
and and not just.
you're reaching enormous people at the same time. So this
And
definitely help.
yeah, it's not just general people, but people know that you are a professional artist. They listen
Right.
seriously, right?
And
Your music is.
that's why all India radio selected him or her, right?
Yeah, that's
So
why. That's
that's
what
why,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Ha, ha, ha. That's what I am saying. Okay, we'll now move on to the next question. So you have been extensively performing in India and abroad, various countries you have visited, and throughout the year, I see you are regularly performing in Bombay, in other states of India. So when your first time, your opportunity to perform internationally happened, did you ever think that now I have made it? And now I can think of quitting my software job, or any dilemma like that happened? Because that's why I'm saying you are young, you're performing really well. Please tell us a little
No,
details of
no,
this mental dilemma that you might have.
no. I come to your question. First of all, I got first opportunity in 2013
Hmm.
in Abu Dhabi. That
Hmm.
was my first foreign trip, you can say,
Hmm.
and that was recommended by my guru, Pandit Ranjit Singh Gupta ji.
Okay.
That was first time, and after that, since now, not really. I don't think about quitting my job, my of quality analyst. I am in a quality analyst post. So main reason is I also love my quality analyst job too.
Hmm.
So there is no question of leaving that and quitting that job and doing only music. I love the both actually. So till now, I don't think about it.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
uh,
think.
and I must say that for doing this load balancing all the time, I
Yeah.
have to load balancing all the time. This is so quite natural, but this only because possible of my parents and my guru supported me, my family, they have full support on that. And also I like to thank my mentor in office, my mentor and my colleagues. They
Hmm.
also have a strong support for my music, so I
Hmm.
am getting these supports from both of the sides. So it
Hmm.
will help me to balance this. Otherwise, it might be difficult. Or
True.
difficult
That
a bit.
I'm glad you mentioned this. Is a very vital point. Actually, you had have the support of family and office people. And second point is what you said. The first thing, you love your job. That's something. Because what I'm saying is, why I'm saying this, in today's times, music teachers in schools and colleges, they are also getting very good payments. So people are choosing to be full time musicians. That's why I asked you. But since you love your job, that's why the dilemma never came, right?
Yeah. Actually, payments is not at all ultimate thing. There are some, what can I
But
say?
you have to run your
Some
family, right? You
satisfaction,
need some salary.
satisfaction, satisfaction,
Hmm.
satisfaction. Whatever me the payment or something, I am not taking that part. I am talking about the satisfaction. Whatever you prefer to do, if you are doing this, that is
Hmm.
satisfying. So that is also an
No, I'm
important
saying,
factor. Or
I mean, you also get salary from a job. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you love your job. And also, so yeah, I think that's the reason that you are able to balance both. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, now I am quite used to with
Hmm.
balancing this. Let's
Perfect.
see. Till now, I
Perfect. In
don't think
fact,
about that. Yeah.
perfect. And why I ask is also, this is an inspiration to many, I'm sorry, many students of music, that it is possible to pursue both a non-musical career and a musical career. This is something that bothers many people, many parents these days. How is it? So you are an
No, no,
inspiration.
yeah.
It is possible.
I don't know why, if I am an inspiration or whatever, but I
Mm,
must say that this is not a very tough job, because many legendary musicians, if you back to the past, you can find that many legendary musicians like Pandit Buddhadetta Dasgupta ji also
mm,
involved in service. Yeah,
mm,
later phase he might left that,
mm.
but he did. Means when he was in service, he also doing the music, right? He
Yes.
was also doing music. So they are the actually inspiration.
Yeah, yeah,
I am
definitely.
not the
They have
inspiration.
shown the
They are
path.
the inspiration. Yes, they have shown the path. So people, if like to do both things
Yeah,
together or multiple things together, they can do. There
true,
are
true.
many inspirations are there. Legendary inspirations are there.
Yes, yes.
So
I'm glad you say it. Yes, absolutely. In fact, yeah, Buddha Das Gupta ji, now you are among the younger generation. That's what I meant. Awesome, awesome. Okay,
thank
now
you so much.
one last question. Yes, please share the details of that particular incident when you received a recommendation letter from Pandit Buddha Das Gupta ji. How did you approach him, and what was his initial reaction leading to the final incident when he handed you over the letter?
Actually, it was a 2 or 3 days workshop, probably 3 days workshop.
Okay.
And I did not approach him because my character is not approaching anyone for anything. This is my character. So when I finished the workshop from the first day, second day, third day, total full,
Hmm.
then that's what I just told you. He loved me very much, and the affection was developed probably from that workshop, because that was
Hmm.
the first time I met him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he loved me very much, and he rectified me also. Few
Hmm.
techniques, few ragdari, something like that. That time I just started learning under Pandit Ranjit Sengupta ji.
Hmm.
Before that, I was under Pandit Alaglaidi ji. So so I played something in one finger. Sapatan, you know Sapatan.
Yes.
So for the particular rag, I was playing in front of him in the workshop. I was playing Sapatan with just using only my index finger, only one finger. So
Hmm.
he told me, he rectified me, why are you using only one finger? Your finger get exhausted, right? Why don't you use other fingers? They are being lazy all through. So these things are, he rectified me. So above all these things, when the workshop was finished, he was very pleased to me.
Hmm.
And that I came to know from my father, because um, not in front of myself, he told my father about me, that he was very pleased, and he saw some possibilities within me, maybe, and that's why he by himself eager to give a recommendation for me to my father, and he did that. That's why I got. I never.
Wow.
I actually I did not know that what feelings
Okay.
he has that time for me. I did not know that. Later, I came to know from my father when he told my father after completing the session. Yeah,
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing this. Yes, Guruji was like that. He would genuinely praise really talented students and give them the necessary impetus so that you can move further ahead in your
of course,
journey.
of course, of course. I loved him so much. He loved me also. I called him Buddha Jetu.
Yes,
Such a
yes.
nice gentleman. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Aniket ji, for
Okay.
sharing all of these
Namaskar.
insights. Yeah, we will connect soon again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.